Hey guys, a very good morning and welcome to a new daily market outlook for the 19th of May 2021. Just a quick side note, if you're interested in utilizing the strategy which I'm explaining within this video, make sure to check out the link in the bio down below. So without further ado, let's dive straight in. So to begin with, the DXY. So what are we currently seeing on the DXY? Well, as we can see, we made that third touch of this descending lower trend line of the overall descending wedge. So as you guys know, at the moment I am expecting some further upside from this region. If we just quickly draw in this Fibonacci in over here, as we can see, I mentioned in yesterday's daily market outlook that we could still tap down lower into that -27 fib level. So at the moment I was waiting for some bullish confirmation over here once we hit that third touch of the trend line. However, as we can see on the 4 hour, we never really got any candle confirmation, which was bullish enough to let me think that we were going to move further towards the upside. At the moment, what am I waiting for? Well, I'm either waiting for a nice bullish close on the 4 hour time frame, or I'm looking just for one tap lower into that -27 level before anticipating the next push towards the upside. So I'm not looking to short the dollar just yet. As we can see, we have quite the overextended move over here, so I'm really going to be waiting for a nice pullback after this large impulse towards the downside. So yeah, let's head over to Aussie dollar. And as we can see, Aussie dollar impulsed beautifully from out the lows and the trend line over here, started moving towards the upside, however found resistance at this obvious area of resistance over here and started tanking back towards the downside. So what is next for Aussie dollar? Well, I'm definitely going to be looking how we react to this third trendline touch over here and at the 618 and at this area of liquidity. So if we get bullish confirmation, I do see Aussie dollar pushing up further up towards the upside. What I'm eventually anticipating is that we get one more push towards the upside. So from here, one more push back up into this area of liquidity before tanking further towards the downside. So I'm not interested in any shorts at the moment, only until we break this low and then retest that structure. And of course, the major structure that needs to be broken for some real long-term shorts is this major area over here at around 0.76850. So yep, that's Aussie dollar for you. Let's head over to Euro dollar. And Euro dollar is quite interesting because as we can see, we're just super bullish. So it doesn't seem that there's going to be any end in this bullish run on Euro dollar. However, as we know, it's quite dependent on the DXY and what the DXY is going to be doing. So if we just quickly draw in this fib level over here, as we can see, we hit that -27 level to absolute perfection and the zone. From there, we started seeing some rejection also from this third trendline touch. However, as we can see, we're just moving further towards the upside. So it's interesting to note that if the DXY remains bearish and Euro dollar is able to break above this high with multiple 4 hour closes, I will be looking for some short-term longs even higher back up into 1.23400. So for Euro dollar short, what do we need to see? Well, we need to start seeing some massive rejection from this -27 level, break of this ascending trend line, a break of this ascending trend line of the ascending wedge, to then see Euro dollar push further back towards the downside. So at the moment, just waiting for some bearish confirmation until we can look for shorts. Because as we can see at the moment, this overall move on Euro dollar is quite overextended. And therefore, I am not really that interested in looking for any longs, even if we retest structure over here, as this move overall is just far too overextended for me personally. So yep, that's Euro dollar. Let's head over to pound dollar. And as we can see, pound dollar is in this ascending wedge with our 1, our 2, and our third trendline touch. As we can see, we're starting to move bearish from this third trendline touch, which is quite nice. So on pound dollar, I'm still not going to be surprised if we do push a little bit higher up in towards this blue line at 1.42426 and even into this -27 level before dropping further towards the downside. However, if we do see some stronger confirmation which gives us bearish signs, I will be looking to short pound dollar back towards the downside, preferably back down towards this specific area of previous support. So no longs on the board for me yet, just going to be waiting until we see what the market wants to do, because currently we are situated at this previous area of resistance, which could act as support over here if we do see bullish confirmation, and it could let us push higher back up into that minus 27 level and into that 1.42426 high. So yep, that is pound dollar. Let's head over to our last pair, which is Kiwi dollar. And Kiwi dollar is pretty much the same as Aussie dollar, as we can see currently just retracing after breaking this high, coming back in for that third trendline touch. So if we just quickly draw in this fib over here, what can we then see? We can then see that we're nearing the 618 fib level. So if we just dive into the 1 hour time frame, what we can then once again see is that there is liquidity situated at that 618 fib. So liquidity situated over here, and therefore it is possible that we start seeing some Kiwi dollar longs from this area. The only problem and the only warning signs that I am accepting is the fact that we are within this ascending wedge. So we already made the third touch of the ascending wedge with our 1, our 2, and then our third touch. So the ascending wedge has matured. So what am I going to be waiting for? Well, we need to see some bullish confirmation from the 618 and the third trendline touch. However, I wouldn't be surprised if Kiwi dollar starts breaking this trend line, starts breaking this major low over here, and starts tanking further towards the downside. So once the trend line is broken, I will start looking for some potential shorts, mainly due to the fact that the ascending wedge over here, as you guys can see, has matured. So that was all for today, guys. The moves at the moment are not that clear. We still need to wait for some confirmation to get any obvious directional bias. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you all in tomorrow's video. Thanks, guys.